Hello and welcome. This is Linda McCarran from Linda McCarran and Associates LLC, your place for leadership consulting, a workplace development, an entrepreneurial hub with coaching and training available. Today I'm going to be talking about the MVP of our emotions. That is the message and value that our emotions bring to us, and the physical components that are often associated with our emotions. This is one in many of a series of webinars about emotional intelligence and how it can be an advantage in your daily living. So, what is the MVP of our emotions? Emotions are messages, or you might call them messengers. They tell us something about ourselves, something that's going on at that moment. Their function is also to tell us what may happen. That's where our intuition comes in. Take, for example, fear. Fear is a warning. We feel uncertain. We might be anxious. Anger tells us that we need to establish better boundaries. If we're hurt, it may be telling us that we need to bring more self-awareness to the table. V stands for our emotions that are valuable to us. Because they affect our breathing, circulation, digestion, and other facets of our daily life, we need to pay attention to them. It also teaches us how to react in the future instead of using that typical knee-jerk reaction. And P, of course, stands for the physical component to the emotions. Stomach and headaches, our heart racing, are often associated with fear or anger. Smiles and laughter, on the other hand, are associated with happiness. But both have chemicals in our brain that's telling us, giving us signals, sending us messages about what's going on in our life at any given moment. So, what message does anger or frustration send? Well, as you can see in the photos, the girl on the left is looking into the phone as if to say, "Are you kidding me? They didn't accept my proposal?" Or, "What do you mean I'm fired as of Friday?" The gentleman on the right seems to be crying out, "Why does this always happen to me?" These are messages that are sending to us to take an alert, pay attention to what's going on. Is there value to anger and frustration? Well, the value can be in terms of letting you know that, say, for example, your boundaries have been violated. Then you need to step back from that or take action perhaps on the situation or get help for yourself in some other manner. If you are hurt or fearful, then determine the source of it. Is it really about this situation or person, or is it about something you haven't addressed in a long, long time? If dissatisfaction comes up, you may need to persist so that no one judges you or you are not judging yourself or others. The physical components are pretty obvious, and yet a lot of people don't make the connection between how they're feeling and what they're feeling and what's going on. For example, are you aware that the headache, stomach ache, etc. is associated with the emotion that you're feeling at that moment? Are you connecting fatigue, breathing problems, chronic aches, for example, with this situation? Or you might even think, is it associated with something else that has happened in the past, and this is my response to that situation? In conclusion, every emotion has a message. It's up to us to pay attention to it. Every emotion has value. We can learn from them in order to know how to react in the future. Even joyful reactions have their limitations. And every emotion has a physical component. Of course, joy has a better feeling than sadness, anger, or fear, but They all have, like I said, the chemicals in our brain which are sending out those messages, giving us value to how we're feeling at any given moment or time. We need to connect with that physical feeling and find out where it's landing in our bodies. Thank you for joining me. It's been a great pleasure. I hope you tune in the future. Good luck and goodbye for now.